Okay, y'all, I know we're a little bit late. I'm recording as of Tuesday, and this is going to be uploaded Wednesday. So I'm 6 days late. Well, shoot, I don't ever get my shit out the same day that it comes out, but normally I try to get it out on the weekend. But y'all know I just started this new job with Amazon work from home, so that threw off my whole weekend because I was waiting for my packages and stuff to arrive. I had to set up my stuff, all this, that, and the third, and I had to get my money in with my darn going Lyft and been dealing with my car. So that was the reason for all the delays. But we're now here to discuss darn going Chasing Dallas. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, yep, season 3, episode 5. We're not looking at the TV though. I just got finished watching it, so that's why I was able to look at it on the screen. I realized that I talk about just as long as the show any damn way. So to prevent from it being just as long, I no longer do the reactions on the show because once again it'd be too much dead space where I'm just staring and analyzing the scene. So now I just went to taking notes. So anyways, Dior introduces Robert to Markel, George, and Carrie D. And then, you know, Carrie darn going mentions that he feels like he's now back in darn going Reese's good graces, honey. You're going to find out later on. That's not the case. Honey, that's not the darn going case, Ratatouille vocals. But anyways, honey, Robert's been acquainted with the other side. The other side. You know, Markel, George, and Carrie D. So that was that. Ariel gives an okay perform, and I was like, now y'all can come for me all y'all want to. I don't see it for darn going Ariel with the performance, cause that shit was darn going still to the point where I was like, well, damn, I could have did better than that. And y'all know Diva ain't no dancer like that, but when she was getting, and then you dancing to an up tempo song like darn on Meg Thee Stallion, and I said Meg Thee Stallion really loved the girls, honey. Because they be playing throughout all these franchises, G Status, Chasing Reality, to come up, all of them be playing the hell out of Megan Thee Stallion. I think Megan Thee Stallion cut them a good deal where the copyright is very low for them, where they might only have to pay her like a couple $100, because honey, they play the hell out of the body yada 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 yada. Look at how I body that. Look at how I throw it back. Hey. You know, da 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 back. Hey, body yada 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 yada. Honey, I said, come on through. Hot Ebenezer, tease. I said, okay, but she was, and then she went to darn gon' dip. She went to dip it right. Hold on. She went to dip it, and she was all stiff with it, like. I was like, wait a minute. Girl, how the hell you giving us an old struggle twerk? I told y'all, twerking is not held ministry, honey. She gave us an old struggle dark on twerk. I said, oh my goodness, I could have did better than that, and I got just a display booty. You know, it just for sure, it don't do all them tricks, but honey, I could have darn gone did better than that, child. I said, Ariel can whip up a hell of a damn costume. She can do a hell of a look, but honey, y'all keep gassing Ariel up as if she's really that bitch. Honey, she's more so a looks queen. I don't see it for her in the stunts. I might be in a minority, but honey, that bitch ain't Roger. And it's like not everybody got to be a performer. It's like, bitch, you can be a ballad queen, and they're going Ariel, honey, you just meant to be like more so Adele. Give us a old, you know, you can give us a sassy, glammed up version of like Fantasia and stuff too. Just because the girls be doing ballads don't mean you can't still get sexy with it. But you need to do more so the slow jams, like darn on Fantasia. I need a hood boy. I need a hood boy. Like, you need something like Missy Elliott, the slow version, honey. Don't think you about to do all the darn on choreography like the background dancers. You need to do something a little bit more simple, like dum dum dum. My body is a scandal. I'm just here. Like, you need to do that. Don't do no dum 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 dum. The double dutch. Don't do none of that shit. Do the slow shit. Do the mid-tempo stuff. But honey, darn on Meg Thee Stallion was a little bit too much for you, darn on honey. I said what I said. And honey, somebody else gonna be darn on mad at me for throwing this shade. Shout out to darn on say. If y'all don't know Miss Savon, who been cutting up over there on the TikTok, honey. Everybody's favorite darn on auntie. Honey, darn on Ariel was moving by the stiff as darn on. You know, Auntie Savon child with that darn on. I say bless her heart. That's the darn on auntie that darn on tries her best to dance and act like she's still up to times with the children. But it's like, girl, you give fashions. You give good vocals. You get, and I'm talking about both of these hoes. You get, well, maybe not Ariel. I don't know how she sing. You know, it's still up in the air about her rapping and shit and her singing. But it's like, yeah, give us looks, give us hair, give us beat face, give us an old nasty lip scene. But a performance, no ma'am. No. But anyways, that was that. Then we go to Reese, Carrie, Trey, and Robert meeting up. And darn gone Reese is still slightly irritated with Carrie. They out there conversing in the rain, honey. Rain on me. Oh, why don't you rain on me? Oh, I don't want to live no more. I said, They out here in the darn gone rain, honey. Darn gone still talking, darn gone sugar, honey, iced tea. And you over there, Reese, talking about sugar melts in the darn going rain and shit. But it's like, girl, what was you doing out there anyway, carrying on and stuff? Darn going rolling your eyes at darn going vocal Ratatouille. That's his new name. We're going to call him the vocal Ratatouille from now on. But that was that darn going scene, y'all. It was a lot of darn on different events going on in this darn on thing. But surprisingly, I think this is going to be like my shortest clip. We're going to get straight to the point with what was my highlights for this. Matter of fact, I'm going to call this the best highlights that I saw throughout the show. So now we move on from that. We go to Carrie and his friends meeting up at Dior's house. So this is the first time Carrie done got introduced to darn on Dior's darn on Maison, honey. So then they darn on discussing the drama again. I was like, I'm about over this shit. See, this is why this darn going, I'm not even going to make this a premiere. It's like, for it to be premiere worthy, we got to at least get 20, 30 minutes out. I'm thinking this is going to be about 15 minutes and that's it. And y'all know normally I say that shit and then 45 minutes later, but I promise you, honey, I only got less than 1 page's worth of notes. So, we ain't going to be here too much longer. But anyways, you know, they discussing this shit again and I'm over it at this point. I'm like, okay. Is this what we're going to do the whole season? Is darn going to talk about who darn going stole what, who tried to audition for? I'm over it. It's like, god damn it. But y'all talked about this motherfucking Lovers and Friends so damn much. I'm now about to go watch the show just to see what the shit is about. I did not want to watch the shit. And there was no shade to Markel. But I don't watch those types of shows. I told y'all. That's just not my darn gonna get down. I don't watch The Bachelor. I don't watch none of that lovey-dovey shit. But now, they done piqued my interest where I want to at least watch 2-3 episodes to see what is the hoopah about this darn gone concept with this damn show, child. But anyways, yeah, that's basically what they went to talking about yet again. And I'm like, oh, I'm just so over it. But anyways, more on a positive note, they did end up meeting at darn on Dior's birthday party. Hey, it's the birthday. It's the birthday. Oh, party like it's your B-day, baby. Party like it's your B-day. Party like it's your B-day, baby. Party like it's your B-day, baby. Honey, shout out to the darn Puerto Rican princess, bitch. Honey, I don't care what y'all say about motherfucking Jocelyn Hernandez, honey. Jocelyn. Honey, that shit is a motherfucking bop. I wonder if they play, well, shit, that, you know, this was last year, so I don't know why I'm thinking that they darn gonna have clairvoyancy to darn gonna play her shit before she played her shit. But anyways, I digress. Yeah, I'm trying to darn gonna make Dior darn gonna Phoebe Hollowell and be darn gonna clairvoyant to darn gonna play music into the future. I can see into the future. Life is but a dream, but you ain't Raven Simone, baby. But anyways, moving on. Honey, the party was all glammed up. It was giving hood fabulosity teas. Everybody done came out. There was a little bit light shade and whatnots with Markel and George. And it's like, once again, George, I'm over you too. It's like, goddamn it, now every day, you was doing a little bit better with showing us the darn on business with the darn on Mary Jane. Well, no, that wasn't that wasn't him. That was darn on Reese. He was the hookah. Hookah. Woo. He's the darn on hookah darn on hoe, honey. But it's like, girl, now you back to this darn on Reese G shit. Everybody, and it makes you look foolish at this point because everybody else is over it. And now here you is darn on still holding the gripe. And you wasn't even, I don't even think he really darn on had no showing up. He had more animosity with Dior and Trey and them and Ariel. You was more so casual damage. But girl, you still holding this darn on fork from last, I was like, I'm over it with darn on with George, honey. But the party was nice. It was alright. Then we go to darn on Reese. Honey, now this was the most exciting for me, honey. Reese called herself doing some get back, honey. Trade on the darn gonna had Reese sit down with Carrie, and then inadvertently, also sit down with Markel, which honey Reese wasn't here for. So I guess Reese called himself darn going getting the darn on twinks together, honey. We see darn on the twink of reality television of YouTube, honey. This bitch done darn on floating around from show to show to darn on show. The one that everybody loves to hate, Miss darn on Dre Simba, is in the darn on building. All 80 pounds of darn on Dre Simba is darn on in the damn building, child. They talking, and then in comes darn on Trey Howard. I said, Lord Jesus, it's about to be interesting, honey. It's the battle of the darn on twinks, honey. You got Team Dark Skinned and then the Light Skinned, honey. Which one is going to win, honey? Which one's going to damn win this shit, honey? And then he talking about, I come from G-Stat, Dre Silver. I come from where we throw bottles and all that shit. I was like, girl, that didn't darn gonna really help you out because, bitch, there ain't no bottles to throw right now. It's like, girl, you talking about, and it's like, see, Trey, he's a young queen. If darn on Dre Simmer was going at somebody age appropriate, honey, I would have been like, yeah, you got to throw bottles because, bitch, you done proven that you really can't throw hands, honey. Every time we see you, you was darn on throwing a drink from a motherfucking distance. You didn't really want it back that. Now, for whatever reason, he thought he could take on Miss Fiji, honey. And I think if them security guards wasn't there, honey, Fiji would have fucked darn on Dre Simmer up, baby. But it's like, girl, you darn gonna talk about your fights from darn on G-Status that ain't a good sign, honey. Cause like I said, you throw drinks, you don't really throw hands like that. So it's like, girl, it looked like this might would have been about an even darn gonna matchup with this one, honey. So don't think because you known for more fights that you would have won that with darn gonna Trey, honey. I think y'all would have been more so equal in that regard. But honey, the tables get turned on darn on Reese, honey, because then darn going as they shading each other, as darn going Trey and Dre Simba are shading each other. How about they inadvertently just shading the fuck out of Reese? And I was like, and Reese just sitting there. Now, y'all can't darn on converse amicably and all this. I think we just need to go ahead and dissolve of this situation. Miss Reese over there trying to be all politically correct and shit. It was like, bitch, you call yourself being messy and trying to get the twinks to fight, and then they inadvertently shaded the fuck out of your motherfucking ass. First, it was darn on Dre Simba talking about, well, honey, I've been on VH1, and, I'm on equal level with darn going Reese and all this. You're still below all this, that, and third, and I've done this, that, and the third. I've done been far beyond YouTube. I was like, girl, all this darn going indirect shade. I was like, little do they know, all this indirect shade towards Reese. And it's like, girl, he darn gonna humbly invited you on. And I can see why y'all know they had to falling out. Because I be watching TTB Network and shit. And now I think there's a falling out between Dre Simba and Reese. And I was like, shit, based off this episode, so I can see why. Here you is coming in all high and mighty and shit. Act like you motherfucking Laneath the elites of the darn going shit, honey. And just like Nene, bitch, you can get your darn on walking papers too. And do like Dionne Warwick. Oh, walk on by. Oh, walk on by. Girl, boo. But yeah, she doing all this running down her darn going TV history and YouTube history and shit. And darn going Trey Clapback was like, honey, what have you done for me lately? Hey, what have you done for me lately? You know, he didn't say it like that because, you know, Trey's the young girl, honey. And she so eloquently pointed it out. I ain't even going to say eloquently. That hell for doggone ratchetly shaded us girls. I'm going to get to that in a moment. But, honey, as she pointed out, it's like, girl, you talking about what you done then, what you doing now. And you talking about you above this shit, but yet you on here. And it's like, girl, ain't nobody told you to come do no favors. It's like, honey, the show was still going on well without you. Like, I don't know what it is with darn on Dre. It's like Dre Silver, yeah, you a good comic relief, but bitch, darn on Chasing Dallas, just like G-Status, could easily survive without you. And keep it moving on. Moving on. Moving on. Moving on. It's like, girl, yeah, you add a little bit of amp to the shows and shit, but girl, you ain't the darn on sole reason why somebody watch, honey. They can darn on keep the shit going without you, honey. Hell, they done did it for 4 episodes. Matter of fact, this episode was more so just a speedy darn on filler for me. So it's like the episode that you on, you ain't really add nothing to it but this darn on quick little kiki between you and darn on Trey. Cause now here's where Trey fucked up, throwing ageism in the shit. And I was like, well, damn, how old is darn on Dre Simba? He looks youthful if he's 40 or something. You know, sometimes they got them youthful twink, like, forever looks. You know, darn on the icon kid, honey. Shout out to the very first light-skinned porn star to do it. The bottom bitch to do it. You know, that bitch is about 42, 43 years old, and he still look like he's 25, 26. So I'm saying, are we saying that Dre Simba's up in that age range? Honey, I find out Dre Simba's the same age as me. And I'm like, girl, are you serious? Are we serious? Like, see, this Generation Z type shit where somebody's like 5 years older than you, but they in their late 20s, and you want to call us old. I was like, now, bitch, you tried it. Now, Trey, I love you, I do, but bitch, you motherfucking tried it. And so you basically calling me old. Both me and Dre Simba's the same age. And matter of fact, I'm born at the beginning of the year, so I'm liable to be older than darn going Dre Simba, unless he's born in 92. So it's like, girl, you motherfucking tried it with that ageism. And then darn going, you just open the door for darn going Dre to clap back and say, well, girl, if you talk about all this shit about people need to have their own individual shit by the time they 28. Honey, you done inadvertently shaded the entire cast. Because I want to say, ironically, maybe Dre Simba might be the second youngest person on the damn show. With you, Trey, being the youngest at what, 25? It's like, girl, you 25, you in your mid-20s. Dre Simba is 28. Reese and everybody else is like 30, 32, 33, 34. It's like, girl, child, but then it ends out with darn going Trey walking on out, honey, and darn going leaving darn going Dre Simba just the darn going rant. But that was where we ended out. So like I said, it was basically a pretty good episode. Felt a little filler-ish to me. Now I don't think this was meant to be a filler episode. It's just, it really didn't do it for me. It was a whole lot going on. And maybe that was what it was. It's like, we done squeeze like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We done squeeze like 5 major event parties all in one episode. And maybe that's what it was, because it just felt like, okay, we got this major scene, then we got this. It's like, it was a little bit too compacted to me, for me this week. I understand trying to get everybody's scenes and stuff out, especially after the complaints from last season. But yeah, we need to, make sure we ain't doing a little bit too much overload. Make sure it's still tasteful. You know, like I said, it was just a little bit off for me. But still, I rated 7 out of 10 nonetheless. But anyways, what was y'all thoughts on Season 3, Episode 5 of Chasing Dallas? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And of course, I will see y'all soon with more videos. Mwah.